Experience in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
Hello.
We are here in the building. We are in the building. Rockstone Triz, Tony B. Knowin, and Hot Sauce. Yo, estoy aquí. Yo, estoy aquí.
How you doing?
We be fine. We be fine.
We is in the heezy.
In the heezy for sheezy. Let everybody kneezy. Was heezy onzy.
In the place to be easy.
Yes, in the place to be.
Smoking treasy.
Oh, wow.
For sheezy. My easy. That's how we do it.
What's the best kind of edibles that people gotta get? Like, what is
The
it?
best edibles?
Like, what dispensaries get to whatchamacallit? What's the top amount?
Oh,
milligrams.
Dispensaries are all 5 milligrams.
All 5
Unless
milligrams.
you get like the chill medicated.
That comes in the little.
That's the drink.
That
That's
comes in
syrup. That's lean.
And that goes. How
And
much that is in?
That's in like the Robitussin bottle.
Oh yes, I
Tussin.
see that.
So they have the 300 milligrams and then they have the 500 milligrams.
Oh.
Yes. You make sure you stop by Yamba Market, 580 Mass Ave. You can get chill medicated. Or you can check out Bodega, high profile.
And get some things from over there.
Yeah, man.
Some nice things.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. I was just wondering because I was like, I know the other day somebody was like, I had 200 milligrams, and I said 200.
200 milligrams of what?
Are you up?
200 milligrams of what?
You alive?
Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, wow, that is extensive amount.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Nah, 200 milligrams? Nah, that's not too bad.
How much milligrams is technically in a spliff? Can you tell it by that? Can that goes by?
Grams, not milligrams.
Oh, so
Grams.
that's a whole gram.
Yeah, like I probably roll like 2 gram blends.
Oh.
What is that?
Oh.
And how many times of a fat? What is it saying?
That's a lot. That's a whole box of edibles.
That's a whole box of edibles.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
because a whole bag of
No,
edibles is
no.
100 milligrams.
Oh, so that's 2 bags of
That's
edibles.
milligrams. though.
Oh, yes.
And he's talking about
I
grams.
don't know. Y'all doing too much of maths. It's too early.
Every day is
I
a.
don't know what that is, but I just felt like screaming out that numeral.
That's my favorite one, Tray 5.
A tray 5.
It's fun.
So a tray 5 rolls 2.5 blunts, according to my graph.
Until you do your graph. Send me that graph because you never sent it to me.
I did send it
You
to
did
you.
not.
I did.
You did not. Because if you did, I would have had it, and I wouldn't be telling you to send it to me.
All right.
Quick check-in, Miss Tony. How you doing, honey?
I am doing all right. I'm tired, but I'm all right. You know, we're just making it through the week. We're over the hump. Today is Thursday. It's Friday Eve. And I'm ready. I'm ready for the weekend. I want to lay down.
Yes.
I want to lie down.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
excited today. Noah's room is cleared out. So I can go ahead and fix up Noah's room so that Noah can move into his room.
Mm-hmm.
And that is exciting to me.
Okay.
And so I am ready to do that.
In the winter.
Is he excited?
Is he excited?
Mm-hmm.
He is. He's happy to have his room, but he said, but I'm still going to sleep with you, though. I'm happy to have my room, but I'm still going to sleep with you.
I think that's what they are. They happy to have their own space where they can go in and have their time.
And he said,
But when
"Oh,
it comes to
there's a TV in
sleep,
there." Yep.
it don't matter because they don't give a damn about that room after the fact.
At all. He said, but Mom, if I sleep by myself, who's going to hug me? Hug yourself.
Yeah.
Hug yourself with all them damn stuffed animals that you have all over. Do you know how many plushies I have in my house?
About 77 because that's how many I have in mine.
OMG. And most of them are going into the trash. Most of them. Anyhow, so that's where I am. It's bittersweet though because I'm gonna miss my roommate. But yeah, got my own place. I'm grown now.
You grown now.
Shout out to Tony getting our place back.
Yes.
When's the last time you had your apartment to yourself?
I mean, before I moved out, which was like over a year and a half ago, I was there by myself I was there by myself, me and Noah. But yeah, happy Independence Day to Barbados.
Barbados.
No, Barbados.
Barbados, 246.
246.
246. And big Sweet 16 happy birthday to Danae. Oh,
Happy
my
birthday.
God.
And big happy birthday to Gary's little lady, Bella. Today is her birthday.
Go, Bella.
Go, Bella. Go, Bella. He cussed me. He said, make sure you guys wish my child happy birthday on your big radio program.
Live set housewarming party.
Yeah, no, seriously, bring gifts because I need stuff.
What do you need?
I need everything. All the decor is no longer. It was just what was there. So I need everything. I need to get new couches. I ordered a dish rack. I gotta redecorate the bathroom. Like just redo everything. I gotta go today to Walmart to get Noah's.
Walmart.
Yeah, I am gonna have a housewarming. There's gonna be a schedule though. People got to put down on the schedule what time they come in because it's not gonna be all of y'all in my place at one time.
Because I don't like y'all.
Shout out Mike Nice, Sagittarius season. Yeah, you know the vibes.
Tristan, your
You outside.
birthday's coming up. Any preliminary plans?
I just told Tony this morning. I said, I can't believe I'm 36. I'm turning 37 in 2 weeks.
You getting old, brother. You're getting old. I remember when you was just a little tyke.
That's a little.
Just a little tyke.
That's a little pickaninny.
I gotta find those pictures from my pool skirt party when Tristan was a little baby in his onesie. And my short tooth.
So cute.
I have no idea what I'm doing for my birthday though. Not a clue. I've been thinking about it, and I'm gonna
Well,
be
your
broke.
birthday's on a big Monday, so you're gonna be here in the station with us, and then we're
Yeah.
going to we're gonna go to
We're gonna do
to
something.
the Starlight Cafe to have their Monday brunch for your birthday. Yep, that's what I decided.
Where the hell is that?
The place that has the good fried chicken that we read about in Cambridge. They said they have the good fried chicken.
I don't know, but I want to go.
Oh, we're gonna go with.
You don't
His
got to
birthday's on a Monday.
You don't got to. Oh yes, next 2 Mondays from now. Yes, all right, we did.
Yeah.
Anybody want to join us? Holler at us. Bring your own money because we're not have that.
Look at Dee Dee said, remember he had the first little rat tail haircut. He did. He was the first one with that rat tail.
I did, and then I went to Honduras, and my cousins made me scared to death. They used to chase me with a gun, telling me they're gonna kill me. They cut it off. It was with a pair of scissors.
That sounds traumatic, Tristan.
Yeah, it was traumatic.
Yes. You need therapy.
Yes, you do. You've been through a lot, and
You guys remember Leifer used to chase me around
You
with
got-
a gun, telling me he's gonna kill me if I didn't cut my rat tail off.
What the hell is that? And you were a baby.
Tristan, that is deep-rooted trauma.
Yes.
Just it's like all my life I had to
All my life I had to fight.
Jesus.
All my life I had to fight.
Wow, man, that's awful. I don't know how to feel about that.
Dude, we gonna have to sue all the people from your past.
Yeah, we are.
Do you remember? I remember that.
I'm sorry. I wish that was a memory that you repressed and only came back out in therapy. Anyhow.
Anyhow, people, let's get into the show. I am whatever.
How are you, girl?
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
We are just gonna pretend like everything is
They
fine.
used to
Okay?
say that too. They suck my liver blood.
Suck my liver blood.
Jesus.
What does that mean?
Wow. I don't know. That sounds very scary.
That sounds terrible. We need to talk, Johnson.
Who's that? What she said?
The Johnsons need to sit down in a home and talk
What is
to
liver
each
blood?
I don't know. The other day, but you guys, what is it called? It's some type of pork meat substance. It's called it looked like a piece of doo-doo.
Oh, the pudding.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
Liver
It's blood
pudding?
pudding.
Blood pudding. What is that? Tell me what it is.
They make I don't know, but people, I think a lot of West Indians have like pudding in cells.
Yeah.
But it's also, I think it's big in England too. Blood pudding. Let's see what
because
that
it
is.
did look like a healthy piece of poop.
Black pudding is a distinct regional type of blood sausage originating in the United Kingdom and Ireland. It is made from pork or occasionally beef blood. What happened? Pork or occasionally beef blood with pork fat and beef or beef sweat, and a cereal, usually oatmeal, oat groats, or barley groats. The high portion of cereal, along with the use of certain herbs such as pennyroyal, serves to distinguish black pudding from blood sausages eaten in other parts of the world. So I don't know what it is. It's just, it has blood in it. Blood sausages. So a blood sausage is a sausage filled with blood that is cooked or dried and mixed with a filler until it is thick enough to solidify when cooled. And then they pump it into the sausage.
That sounds very nasty.
Sheath and make a sausage.
Mm-hmm.
Most commonly, the blood of pigs, sheep, lamb, cow, chicken, or goose is used in the blood sausage.
And I heard it's so amazing.
That's
like
what I've heard
people
too.
that love it say that I'm gonna knock Tristan out. People that love it say that they love it, but it really and the one that I saw looked like it had a little rice in it, so it did look like a piece. It did look like
they put
something
oats or cereal or something in it.
They should just put
It looked
corn
like a
in
noodle.
it and call it.
Yeah, it's very popular among West Indian people and people in England.
Nobody should be eating any kind of liver, anything.
Oh, I love a liver though. Oh, fried chicken livers from Slade's with a little hot sauce on it, a little fried okra. I'm gonna have that today.
You guys should not be eating liver.
Chicken livers with potato salad and
What'd you
collard
say?
greens.
We're going to Slade's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
That's the girl.
Yeah.
Shout outs to the people that eat sauce. I'm not a fan of sauce at all. Sauce?
Yeah.
Y'all eat sauce?
No, we don't eat pork.
Oh.
Sauce is all gelatinous.
But then they have
and-
some that's not. They have the chicken sauce.
Well, the traditional sauce is pig feet.
Oh.
So it's like pickled pig's feet. That's what they eat down south. But up here, but West Indians put it with onions and cucumbers and some little cilantro and call it sauce.
Nah, that's nasty.
So it's pickled pig's feet. But
Sauce.
they do make chicken feet sauce. And I've had some corn sauce lately that is delicious. That is really, really
Corn
good.
sauce?
Corn sauce. It's so good.
Is it whole corns or is it?
No, it's corn.
baby- it's
Corn cobs, and they chop it into little
Oh,
sections,
yeah,
like
yeah,
how
yeah,
they
yeah.
do in the corn
I've
soup.
seen that
So
one.
they cut that up, and then they put that with the onions and the cilantro and the lime juice and all of that stuff. That's delicious. I don't like chicken. I don't like chicken feet. Our parents love a chicken feet,
Yeah.
and I don't like that. And pig's feet definitely not.
I don't
It's
like
so-
no feet.
It's so
No
gelatinous.
cow feet, no pig feet, no
I
chicken
do like
feet.
a little
No feet.
cow
No
foot
feet.
soup.
No feet.
I like that. Cow heel soup. That's nice. With some
well.
mondongo.
Now that we're into our food phase of things, we are going to move into the actual show. So Saucy and Friends in the Morning starts now.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz. The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM. The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
The one is calling me, the spirit calling me, yeah, yeah. Today is November 30th. It is the last day before December 1st. So many of you guys will be receiving a picture of Cassie today. If you owe anybody money that they
picture
want to be paid
Cassie?
in full in 24 hours.
Let me go find a picture of Cassie.
I'm blocking everybody out of my phone today. My phone is off. You cannot send me said pictures. But today is November 30th. It's the last day of November. That means we have 1 month left until 2024. It is over, people. You got 1 month left to get your affairs in order. Bring in all of your taxes and your receipts. Make sure that you spend any money that you need to spend before the end of the year. Do what you got to do, because after this, it is 2024.
Yep, and leave all that old stuff behind. I really want to make a conscious effort of leaving things in 2023. 2023 was a rough year for a lot of people. And I want to make a conscious effort to be like,
What
I
would you
want to
leave? What's the first thing you're
those
leaving?
things. Just like, I don't know, like residual upsetness. You know what I mean? Like that thing makes me upset or that thing gets me angry. I want to leave that behind. Like leave it, start over. It's a new year, a new time. Just holding on to things. Basically, I want to leave holding on to things in 2023. Let it go. Pray it up. Send it up, let it go, and move on. When I was at the healing circle that I went to, the woman was talking about how she experienced like this devastating loss, and after that, then she kind of like realized like you can lose anything at any time. And while she was saying that, a piece of her equipment had like rolled off, and she was like, "Bye bye," and just kept on doing what she was doing. And I was like, I want to do that. I want to be in that place where it's just like, bye. Let it go.
I feel like that takes a lot of training and skill.
It does, but
I
want to get to that place.
Yeah.
I want to get to that place. So I want to, and I also want to, not a New Year's resolution, but I want to start learning how to do, what is it called, meditation?
Yes.
And just kind of like centering myself and just kind of like taking some time out during the days for just self. Want to bring that in. Yeah,
Self-reflection.
Self-love, self-reflection, all of them things. Yes. That's what I'd like to do.
So today is Thursday. It's going to be a high of 47 degrees and a low of 37. Generally sunny today, so it's going to be a generally nice looking day. But it will be cold. Winds in the southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. No rain today, so it's just going to be pretty and cold.
Oh,
that's fine.
Pretty cold.
Pretty cold. It is very cold in general, though. It's just cold. Yeah. That heat is
Definitely
on 1,000 these
like
days.
The Christmas season.
It feels so nice and toasty in here today.
Yeah, and it's weird because I don't know if I should take off my sweatshirt or not. Like if I take it off, I'm gonna be cold, and if I put it on, I'm gonna be hot.
I don't think you're gonna be cold. It's hot.
You don't think I'm gonna be cold?
It's definitely just hot. It's just hot.
Hot.
I'm sweating.
Let's get into the around the way news. See what's going on around with us. Miss Tony said there's lots of deaths today, unfortunately.
In the national news.
How do you guys feel about the news? We're gonna put out a user survey, a listener survey soon. You guys want more positive news? You want more happy day things, or you just want us to continue just giving it to you raw? Is that what you want? You want a little?
I vote for that one.
You want a little? You want me to fry it up a little bit, or you want it raw?
More black news.
What's the? Oh, she want the tea. All right, y'all want all of the bull craps. All right, Marble mass murder suicide leaves woman and man dead. That's how we're gonna start off the morning.
Murder.
Murder.
Hello, everyone. I'm Glenn Jones.
And I'm Priscilla Casper. We want to get right out to our NBC 10's Michael Rosenfield, who's joining us at the scene. Michael, what are you learning tonight?
Priscilla,
Michael's
two people
tired.
are dead, a man and a woman. Family friends say they are both from Brazil. It happened right here behind me at this home here in Marlboro, and police say this was a murder-suicide. According to investigators, this involves a man and woman who had been dating. They are both in their 20s. A 911 call came in around 10 this morning indicating there had been a shooting here at this home at the corner of Rice and Short Streets. When police arrived, they found two women and a child outside. The women told officers their roommate had been shot. According to the DA's office, the man allegedly threatened the woman last night. Then this morning, he broke into the home through a window, threatened his girlfriend again, then shot her and then himself. A family friend of the woman tells us all her family is in Brazil, and they will do their best to make sure her body is sent home for a proper funeral.
We know the girl for a long time. They were having a relationship for not for a long time, and unfortunately, they had some personal problems. They were arguing last night, then they were arguing this morning, and unfortunately, he came back, and it ended the way it did. So he went through the window and walked into the house, and it happened.
What happened? What happened in the window?
Police have not released the
He killed
names
him.
of the
She
man
went in
and
through
woman
the window
involved in this
in the
incident.
morning.
They both died from gunshot wounds. Live in Marlboro tonight.
He threatened
Michael
her
Rosenfield,
again,
NBC.
and then next thing you know, he shot her and then shot himself immediately after. Immediately. That's it. Always, and I know that why they don't, because they want to wreak havoc in the afterlife. Well, I don't understand. Like, you're so upset, just kill yourself.
Yeah.
Like, nobody, like, why does everybody else have to suffer because you can't deal with it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it's so awful, too, to think that you get into a relationship with somebody and, like, everybody's a stranger.
Yeah.
But then to then this person kills you. Like, that's crazy.
I wonder how it gets to that point. I don't think that I've ever loved anybody that much that I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go kill myself and
Yeah.
then kill you. Like, I feel like you say that sometimes, like, boy, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
But, like, you don't be like, oh, let me break into their house at 10 a.m. and shoot them and then I'll shoot myself. Like, what kind of mental instability is that one?
I don't
It
know.
always bothers
I don't
me.
know. Love to drive people to do crazy things.
Love hurts.
If you call it love.
President Joe Biden appears to enjoy spending time in Massachusetts. He will join James Taylor at a political fundraiser and concert in Boston
JT.
next week on Tuesday, December 5th. The exact location and time is still not known. According to the announcement, it will be revealed 36 to 48 hours before the event. If you want to sit in the front row, it will cost you... my God. If you want to sit in the front row, it's going to cost you $7,500 a seat.
Oh, that's it.
Wow. Other tickets,
Where's this at?
they're not telling you until 36 to 48 hours.
I need to
If
stand
you don't
outside
have
that
that, though, if you don't have that, my bad, let me say. If you don't have that, other tickets are on sale for $2,500, $1,000, $500, $250, and $100, and you get the nosebleed balcony seats for a whopping $50. That's it.
Oh, that's cool.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
Biden was in Massachusetts last week. He spent Thanksgiving with his family at Nantucket. What is in Nantucket? Has any of y'all ever been to Nantucket?
It's a nice island. It's like Martha's Vineyard.
What do you do there?
The
I've
same
only
thing you do on
had
Martha's
the
Vineyard.
drinks.
Oh, the Nantucket drink.
Uh-huh.
They got little
Nantucket next to us.
little shopping centers and.
It's like Martha's Vineyard. It's just one of the, the Cape and the Islands.
No, they came in here. Earlier this month, Taylor sang the national anthem at a Lewiston High School football game days after the deadly shooting there. $7,500. I don't think I could go. So I want the good seats, and if I can't get the good seats, then I can't.
No, but $50 to see James Taylor is supposed to be a
What
big
James
thing.
Taylor
that?
saying?
He's and I seen fire and I seen rain.
Ooh, is it? Well, that's country.
No, it's folk.
Oh,
I don't know. Folk music. It's what the Beach Boys sing. What the
Pop.
All the Beach Boys is pop. So yeah, he's pop.
Right? I don't know.
He's James Taylor. He's pretty famous. He's lit for the folk.
He lit for the folk.
Yeah, he's pretty lit.
This reminds me of the song that Stefan posted this morning of this man on the MBTA.
Why have the indigestion? It's because I'm lactose intolerant. All them dairy products, I can't have it. Got me feeling like I'm cooking a rabbit. Fish dish. Something I never miss. But then Tanya left me. And she took all the lunch meat. Salami, bologna, honey turkey, and pastrami.
What?
But it's all right. No need to fight. Because I'm going to have some popsicles.
Now that I'd pay $7,500 to see. Because they take all the lunch meat.
Somebody get that man a raise.
Pastrami.
Somebody get that man a
Because
raise.
I want some popsicles. What?
Listen.
Oh, Jesus.
And these are the people that these are the talented people that should have contracts, not Blueface and people like him.
Hit records.
Hits.
Coming at
Talent.
I'm going to get you to strip that off and play that as a music in here because that is good. That is good stuff. That man is rhyming. A new apartment building helps knit a community. What they knitting? What they knitting? A sweater? So let's see what we have here. Jackson Square was once a stretch of land where hundreds of homes and businesses had been demolished to make way for a major highway through Boston more than 50 years ago. I wasn't born yet. But back then, a community protest stopped the highway, and over the past decade and a half, a redevelopment plan has been bringing the neighborhood back to life, one building at a time. On Tuesdays, officials gathered to cut a ceremonial red ribbon for the latest completed project, a mixed-income apartment building on 250 Center Street, opposite the Jackson Square MBTA station. Where is that?
Right there.
Right there, where they put all the big
salt.
flyers and
corner.
stuff.
The salt building.
Across from the possible zone. Is that right? No, the possible zone is on
Jackson
Heath
Square.
Street.
right.
Oh, so I'm on. I gotta go one
By
more
the
street.
park.
You're right.
By
Columbia
myself.
Road.
Yeah.
Is it Columbia Road in?
Columbus.
Yeah, okay.
I know
so
exactly what you mean.
Columbus Ave.
So the building has 100 units, 76 of which are targeted to middle income residents and low income residents. That include 15 apartments for those earning less than 30% of the area median income, about $45,000 for a family of 4. Wow, that's crazy. Officials stressed that income level included families coming out of homelessness as well as service workers like teachers and firefighters. That's crazy that a firefighter wouldn't make more money. Those folks will live in the same building in a transit-oriented community, which was incredible access to opportunity throughout the region. So, yeah, there's a new building in town that you guys should like.
Duh.
Yeah,
Ain't there a new building in town?
everywhere. Where was they doing it again? I posted it yesterday. Hats off.
What?
Hats off. It seems like the owners no longer want to operate it and willing to sell it. And there's some developers proposing a apartment complex instead.
Instead of hats off?
This is what I don't understand. I'm pretty sure that you can find a buyer who wants to buy a gas station.
Yeah, that's weird.
Isn't that a cash? Isn't that a cash business? Can't you launder? I never hear about people money laundering through gas. Have you ever heard of that?
Money laundering?
Through gas station?
Sure.
Because there should be some cash coming. There's a lot of cash coming through there. You know, sometimes put $5 on a pump.
About to put this.
Yeah,
place
so
up.
hats off. They look like it could end up being a development of a apartment building. We never know, but the most trusted gas station in Boston might be, hats and off.
Damn.
Yeah.
Signing off.
Sign
off.
off. Yeah.
Quick update on the story yesterday about the man who escaped from Kearney Hospital. They have
Yes.
arrested him.
Oh, good. That is very good. Where'd they find him?
It looks like they found him. Peterson escaped from the hospital. Police urged the public to stay away. The investigation is ongoing. I don't know. It just says that he was arrested.
Oh, good.
Yep.
He's got to be arrested.
There is a story here about hats off if you want to go into that.
Go ahead.
So, yes, popular Jamaica Plain gas station may be turned down for condos. Plan to tear
And
down.
freaking condos at that?
Yeah. Plan to tear down a popular gas station in Jamaica Plain is driving a debate over growth in Boston. Stan Hat-Offs. Is that what it's called? Stan Hat-Offs?
I didn't know that.
Because everybody calls it hats off.
Yeah.
But it's hat-offs.
The sign is on.
Oh, hat off.
It says
hat-offs.
stands. There's a little
Yeah.
There's a logo.
Yeah, on Washington Street has been in the neighborhood for decades, and the beloved institution might be at risk for being replaced. Seems like this part of Washington Street, the developers keep coming closer and closer to some of the multicultural businesses, small businesses, said neighbor Jamie Malsman. A meeting hosted by the Stony Brook Neighborhood Association in Jamaica Plain discussed the possibility of replacing Hat-Off's gas station and the adjacent Acme Auto Body Shop with new condos, a change neighbors aren't ready for. I'm hoping that we don't lose our gas station, though, says that same person. Though neighbors admit housing is needed, the potential new development will reportedly be a mixed-use building with space for affordable housing. Landlords' prices are high. I hate to see condos like what happened in the Seaport, said Malsman. It's a tale as old as time, communities protecting their neighborhood institutions and businesses against redevelopment, but it's never for a gas station. So what makes Stan's special? Everybody comes here. It's the best priced gas in town, said Elizabeth Johnson, who moved to JP just a few years ago, and Stan's was a selling point. I heard about it from our realtor. He said Stan's is right near where you're looking. According to AAA, the state average for a gallon of regular gas is $3.39, and for premium, $4.32. At Stan's on November 29th, regular dropped by 14 cents to $3.25, and premium by more than 30 cents.
When is that? It still got that sale?
Child, listen, I'm about to go over there. There are some people who have lived here for decades with their families, and building new condos is going to change the fabric of our neighborhood. The news reached out to the development company involved as well as the city to ask about potential timeline, but did not get a call back.
I hate to see it. I hate to hear it.
Yeah.
It just kind of really sucks.
Yep.
Like, I feel like, first of all, I feel like a gas station serves a lot more people than a condo development.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
I think it should remain a gas station if Sunoco or someone, whoever the hell want to buy it. But there needs to, where's the next gas station over there?
You have to go over to Center Street.
Yep, so the mobile.
Or the mobile,
It's the mobile gas station.
That mobile, which is one of the 5 most dangerous gas stations in Boston.
Or the next one would be on Hyde Park Ave.
Yeah.
All the way down.
Yeah.
It sucks because these
people didn't
on that street alone, Washington Street alone, there's like 4 new buildings alone.
There's that big one, like right closer to Eggleston. That's huge one. That looks like a industrial facility.
Then you have the 2 at Forest Hills. That's right there. Then you have, it's like that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Why are we projectingizing and making them be condos?
Yeah.
Like that's how I feel. Like we just keep on putting up these big stupid ass buildings.
Because they're placing they're changing the diaspora of our neighborhoods. They're changing what our community looks like. Every time they put these buildings up that have these 40, 50, 60 units, they're changing what the diaspora looks like. And these are going to be people that come in here and vote, and these naggers don't want to vote.
Yep.
And they're going to, everything that we've been working hard on, working hard for, within the cabinet of the city, everything that we have been working towards will be taken away from us, literally within the next couple of years.
Terrible.
Because we're going to be displaced, period. We're going to be displaced by all this. Gentrification is real.
It's very, very unnecessary, I feel. Like, I just feel like it's silly. And it don't even make it look nice. It just looks congested. It looks like New York. Gun control bills bring heated testimony to Beacon Hill. I don't understand what we be debating about when it comes to gun control. Control the damn guns on the damn street. Dozens of gun management measures measures into account by the state legislature are plainly at odds with current rulings by the Supreme Court and wouldn't truly forestall gun violence or crime, firearms advocate advised, whatever. However, along the would-be gun legal guidelines may make Massachusetts safer and undoubtedly save lives. If superior to the complete legislature and given the governor's signature, gun security advocates advise the identical group of lawmakers. I'm trying to figure out what they say in here. Even when the state does not cross, blah, blah, blah. So we're talking about passing more laws that are not going to be used. Meanwhile, the people that I represent are being made out to be bad guys. So this is pretty much the 2A amendment people who don't understand that, some laws are necessary when operating lethal weapons. I just feel like that is basic knowledge.
Yeah.
That pisses me off when we're debating on whether a mentally ill person should be able to get a gun or not,
So to keep up with technology, and today we did see some fireworks during this hearing.
If you're going to be insulting, let's go that route. But if you want to have a conversation, I'm happy to have it.
Tense moments between a lawmaker and a gun rights activist at the State House. Lawmakers hearing testimony from gun advocates and crime victims on dozens of bills.
I was shot in my left temple. The bullet shattered my jaw and now forever is in my shoulder.
Jody Marchand was shot by her husband, a hunter, while she tried to save her 17-year-old daughter, Olivia, in 2010. Olivia was killed.
This was a Glock, a firearm I had purchased that he wanted, and I gave it to him for Christmas. That is the powerful firearm that was used to murder my child.
Oh, he killed the
my
child.
One and only.
The House has passed a bill that bans new AK and AR-style weapons,
Yes,
cracks down
absolutely.
on ghost guns,
Yes.
would track weapons used in crimes, and modernize the gun registration system.
Leave the lawful people alone.
The Gun Owners Action League says the laws here
look
are
like he don't
complicated
bathe.
and unfairly target legal gun owners.
420 pages of gun laws. Criminals don't care.
The Senate has not yet come out with a bill. A spokesperson for the Senate president says today's testimony is important to the legislative process, and the Senate president continues to look forward to legislation reaching the governor's desk by the end of the session.
Every state gun law needs to be updated. It is too easy to purchase a gun.
In Massachusetts, the gun laws are some of the toughest in the country, and according to the CDC, the state has the lowest gun deaths in the country. We're live here at the State House, Sharman Sketty, WCVB News Center 5.
How come people be so, the numbers, the statistics, the numbers. But then when it comes to guns, they're like, Oh, it's not going to stop crime. So if we have some of the strictest and we have some of the lowest gun crimes in the city, ain't that a direct reflection of what gun safety laws can do to a city?
Right.
It just doesn't make sense to me. And I be thinking that sometimes I'm being a little bit too logical in these things. But these are the kind of things that you should be logical about. Why do you need 17 guns?
Right. What do you need an arsenal for?
Like this man, like, don't punish the lawful gun owners. Okay, fine.
Guns
Go
don't
get your
kill
gun.
People kill people.
Yeah. Why do you might be a lawful gun owner with 85 guns in your house, and your little spoiled ass child doesn't care that he's a lawful gun, doesn't know that.
Right.
And he takes one of your 85 guns and goes shoots up his school, and now you're like, people kill people.
Or the little bastard that was chasing poor Tristan around when he was a child with a gun, trying to
Find
threaten
him and beat him.
They needed gun laws for him. Dee Dee makes a point, though. She says, what do you think the people in the streets, these people with guns in the streets, they don't care about gun laws?
No, I don't think they care about gun laws, but if the people that can buy guns, I don't think those people are also going into the gun shops and purchasing a gun to do their murders. But the people that can buy guns, if they have a record on them and they're buying 55 guns and we're letting it pass through, maybe, just maybe, that will stop them from having that much options.
Junior says they have one gun for every day of the week. Schneider says, I remember hearing that rifles and shotguns were not allowed to be registered in Massachusetts, only CCW for handguns. Yeah. What's a CCW?
What that mean? Concealed carry weapons.
Yes.
Woohoo! Got it. Got it.
You know the vocabulary.
I know
girl.
it. I know it.
You knew what it was. You win the prize.
But I am a licensed gun.
Licensed to carry.
I'm licensed to carry, and I will get a gun. But I don't feel like just because I'm a lawful member of society, that I should go out and be able to have 40 guns and then be surprised when my son finds it and like, oh, look at what I can do. No. Lock it up. Put it away. He don't need to see it. There was 2 babies that got killed the other day, a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Where? How? Together?
I forget what it was, but they had found their mom's gun that was on the couch, I think what it is, and they found it, started playing with it. The 3-year-old killed a 2-year-old.
Damn.
Terrible. Things
and then
like
killed
that.
himself?
No.
Oh.
It's not murder, suicide of a 3-year-old.
I don't know, but you said the 3-year-old and the 2-year-old killed himself.
Yeah. Man leads police on chasing an ambulance he stole at Way. Oh, wow. I didn't know that they do that in real life. Video shared with News Center 5 shows at least 5 police cruisers pursuing an ambulance that was allegedly stolen from a hospital in central Massachusetts on Wednesday. Ashburnham Interim Fire Chief Chris Conrad said shortly after 5:40 p.m. Wednesday, the EMS service personnel were completing a transport at the Hayward Hospital emergency room in Gardner when a man who was unrelated to the situation tried to gain access to the ER while assaulting hospital staff and a civilian. Conrad said the EMS personnel stepped in to stop the man's attack, but that meant they assaulted the EMS personnel before escaping from them and stealing the whole entire ambulance truck.
Oh, damn.
According to Conrad, police immediately pursued the ambulance as it traveled through Gardner and Hubbardston and struck another vehicle in the process. The suspect then drove the ambulance back into Gardner.
To know where these things.
Look.
Ashburnham
and
Hubbardston.
These are in Massachusetts. Is this a Massachusetts story that I'm reading? Yes.
This is the stolen ambulance with police in hot pursuit. Ashburnham EMTs had just dropped off a patient here at Haywood Hospital in Gardner when they saw what appeared to be another male patient assaulting an ER nurse and a visitor. That's when EMTs stepped in.
You call Gardner PD, tell him they got a black male just escaped from the hospital.
Oh, no, not a black male.
He's trying to get back in the ER at this time. He's extremely violent. He's stealing our ambulance. He just stole our ambulance.
The suspect took off in the red ambulance, leading police through Gardner and nearby Hubbardston and Rutland, hitting at least one vehicle as he sped his way through intersections and neighborhoods.
Pleasant Street, just below the stop sign.
In the end, the suspect, ID'd as Harrison Barholo, 21, of Spencer, circled back to the hospital, striking pylons near the ambulance bay. Police quickly took him into custody. Now, several people, including those EMTs, suffered minor injuries in the scuffle. Barholo is facing a slew of charges, including assault and battery, unauthorized use of a vehicle, and, of course, failing to stop for police. We are live.
How come in the movies they always find a needle with some stuff in it that they stick into people's neck to calm them down?
Yes.
The movies be lying?
The movies be lying because
the ambulance.
Watching SWAT, why didn't they put out the thing that stops it in the road?
The spikes.
Yeah, the spikes.
Yeah.
And then why didn't they hit him with the little boom?
No.
Yeah, when the man jumped out the trunk all crazy. Yeah.
No, they can't do that.
Why?
It's not. They don't kill him. It's a stunner.
Yeah.
If it was a car, maybe, but I think that vehicle is too big of something to do.
No,
that.
they do that for all of them because I saw them do it on a tractor trailer.
Me too. And why don't like sometimes there be somebody
Tractor
behind the
trailer
door,
slow.
and when a guy passed by, they clothesline him.
Yeah,
Why don't they do that?
See that all the time too.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
I want to do that.
So, we're gonna take a pause for the cause for some educational purposes.
Do you want to do the update on this Up Academy child?
No, I think it was the same story. He was arrested yesterday.
Oh,
Yes, we read that yesterday.
No, he wasn't arrested yesterday.
Yeah, they found him because they knew it was a 14-year-old student.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So a little educational. Do we know the difference between a town and a city?
Yeah.
So both cities and towns will operate police departments, collect taxes, and provide services in some form. The key difference between the two is that they are a form of government. While Massachusetts towns rely on the town meeting format to legislate, cities rely on an elective representative body such as a city council. So what does it mean? The town rely on the town meeting format. So we all come in and take a vote or something like that.
For city,
For a town,
towns.
yeah.
I guess so.
Because
They
this
have a
led me
town
up to,
hall.
while we were talking about the names of these Massachusetts cities, there's so many Massachusetts cities and towns.
And you know what? Sometimes I don't really know the difference. So because they be like the city of or the town of.
Yeah.
That's true.
And
Is
there's
Brockton a city or a town?
Cities. We don't have.
we have a lot of towns.
4
I think
cities.
Brockton is a city.
Brockton is
Brockton's
a city. Let me see.
Worcester's a city.
Worcester. Well, Worcester is its own. Worcester seems like it should be its own state.
And
Brockton is a city. What do you want to know? Brookline is a town. Burlington, Cambridge is a city. So they're like, Canton is a town.
Yeah.
Is it maybe if you have your own police? Oh, no, they both have their own police departments.
I don't know. I feel like
No. Oh, we have
I feel
50
like
cities.
They look.
And how many towns?
301 towns.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because I'm looking at all, there's so many. There's just like there's let me read some cool ones. We know Groton. We know Great Barrington.
Great Barrington, I've heard of.
Gosnold.
Never heard of that.
Goshen. There are people like Egremont. Egremont is in the Berkshires.
What is it, Berkshires?
East Longmeadow. I would think that would be down the street here, but it's not.
That sounds like Virgin River.
Dudley is a town in Worcester.
Where's Harvard, Mass?
We got Dunstable.
Yes, I've heard of Dunstable.
Have you called of Cold Rain?
Cold Green.
Ooh, there's one called Cummington.
I don't want to live there. That's gross. It's a town?
That's a town in New Hampshire.
Oh. What's the ones that we saw when we were coming back from Worcester? There was one.
Hull.
I have never heard of that. Leave Hull alone.
There's Bernardston, and Belchertown.
Oh, I've heard of Belchertown.
Oh, there goes Ashburton, ma'am. Ashburtonham is in Worcester.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why.
And there's one called Acuna.
Aquina.
What this say, Tristan? Aquina.
Aquina.
And I want to move to some of these towns and be like, oh, where you from? I'm from
Aquina.
I'm from Montague.
I feel like there's a girl that I know whose name is Aquina.
Aquina.
Yeah, I feel like that too.
We know her. That's our cousin, girl.
These are the top 10 cities: Boston, Worcester, Springfield, Cambridge, Lowell, Brockton, Quincy, Lynn, New Bedford, and Fall River.
No, what come after that?
We knew all of them.
Oh, we know all of the big ones.
Yeah.
We know. Yeah.
We know the cities, we don't
Okay.
know the towns.
Yeah, we know all the cities.
Okay, good. Because I felt real stupid reading this list. Like I ain't never seen half of these places, but they're towns, and I don't need to know a town because I'm not gonna go there.
Randolph Town.
What's
It's a
Randolph
city.
Town?
Randolph.
Town of Randolph.
It's
Oh,
a town city.
What's that mean?
It's a city town.
town city. It's a town city. All right, and that is our educational programming for today.
All right.
Just a little cause to the pause to let y'all know. The Bay State Bill. Hyde Park residents seek solution to traffic safety issues. Was this due to the bridge?
I believe
There was a meeting the other day for the Hyde Park Bridge. They have been doing work on it, apparently. So the city's chief of streets heard an earful from Hyde Park residents last week about dangers on the streets in the neighborhood. When I started talking to people in the neighborhood, people were feeling so helpless, says Marilyn Smith. Lady, I thought, I can't take it. I don't want the helplessness. You don't go into the helplessness mode. You have to figure out what can we do next. She made the remarks at the Meet the Chief of Streets and Authentic Community Engagement at City Park Community Center on November 13th, which was my sister's birthday. The meeting was held to address the ongoing safety and transportation issues in Hyde Park. I'm in this role because I know how much transportation impacts everything about our lives, said this person who was the chief of streets. Her name is Jasha Franklin Hodge. It's connected to so many things, to the environment, to housing, to questions of economic opportunity. Emotions intensified after 4-year-old Ivan Pierre was struck, that baby, and killed by a hit-and-run driver in Hyde Park back in July. The incident highlighted one of the biggest car-centric problems residents are having, complaining about, is the speeding in Hyde Park. Local public officials, community leaders, and residents complained about the lack of resources invested by the city to make the roads safer for everyone. Attendees at last week's meeting cited traffic, aggressive driving, and speeding as constant problems. With the bridge being down, it is a major problem, and I don't understand why the city doesn't see that. People are a little bit angrier in the morning when you're stuck there trying to get down the street and everything is effed up.
With the bridge being down, people are in more of a rush because it's taking longer for them to get to where they are. So people are rushing and doing all that speeding and stuff. That speeding on Wood Ave though is really bad.
That's what is. I live off of Wood Avenue and I can't even come up that street anymore. Cars come up Wood Avenue so fast. I don't want to tear up my car. Who has been in Hyde Park for 45 years, and people who have been in that. Hyde Park is so unproblematic, mostly of all. But the traffic in Hyde Park is angering.
But it's the traffic because of the bridge.
For the bridge.
Mostly because of the bridge.
You can't go nowhere. You literally have two directions, and the Hyde Park is big.
Yeah.
So when you cut off one of the major roads to get deeper into Hyde Park, you're literally making people go completely out of their way and then the people who drive like today, the dude, what was it? Was a bus? What was it that was driving 19? 19. Yes. So it's bad. It's bad.
That was funny today how I was behind you and I honked the horn and you stopped and looked around.
I looked at the other side because I saw a black SUV and I was like, where are they going? Because I know sometimes you go a fancy way to get home.
I was like, she probably just cursed at me. But the other day on Wood Ave where the little boy was killed, and a lot of people, if you don't travel on that area, so they have signs all along Wood Ave that say "Drive like your child lives here." Yeah. The other day, I saw one of those signs laid out like someone had knocked it the hell down.
FTK.
Right, and drove right over it. And I was like, that is just so sad how somebody has run over one of the "Drive like your kids live here" signs. But it is a lot. It's a lot to deal with. I wonder if Janet was in attendance at that meeting. Janet, were you there?
So no matter what the neighborhood is, I hear the same thing. The cars are going too fast down the road. We need speed bumps. We need more crosswalks. We need more traffic controls. We need them police to stop doing foolishness out there trying to direct traffic, because sometimes they be doing foolishness. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. The BPDA want to change the zoning across the city, but it's going to be done in little pockets. We'd like to participate in the process so that we're not just checking a box for community engagement, so that the energy in this room and the brains and the brilliance in this room can play a role on what it's going to look like. Or you could start by, I know for a fact that I will be arrested one day for destruction of city property, because they're putting up more of those little white and yellow sticks all over the place, and they are making me angry inside of my heart.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say about that person that you said who said that the car safety or something like that. Y'all gotta be careful what you say in Hyde Park, because the next thing you know, it's gonna be all bike lane and gonna take away all your parking, and you're not gonna have anywhere to you're not gonna be able to drive. So
Crazy. A Lynn man gets 44 months in prison for using a fake identity to rent an apartment and obtain PPP loans.
Yes.
Well, you cannot do that type of fraud. You got to pick a. You can't do fraud and you can't use a fake license to get an apartment and then use that same license to get PPP loans.
Yep. You do too much.
Yeah.
You do too much.
I can't have no sympathy there for you. Boston police are investigating theft at more than 100 packages from high-rise apartment buildings. That's what y'all get.
Why?
Because I'm in these luxury apartments. Is what I'm assuming.
Oh, I don't know.
Steal them all. Get them out of here.
No, man, don't be stealing people packages. That's so disappointing. You ever be waiting for a package and then you get the notification that it was delivered and then the package ain't nowhere.
I know how that feels. My mama sat on the phone for quite some time the other day about her Temu.
Yeah.
She do not play about her Temu when she be ordering all them engraved spoons and forks for the babies and things like that. She wants her packages.
Exactly. And them things that you be ordering for the babies with their names on it, personalized and stuff, is very important.
Very important to pass by and all kind of stuff.
Yes.
And my onion cutter.
Yes, I love that onion cutter.
Tristan, are you into Temu yet?
I just did it once.
What'd you get?
My little wallet.
Oh.
A couple other things.
Boston police are investigating a theft of more than 100 packages from a high-rise apartment building in Roxbury. Oh, Lord. Where is it? Is that my package?
One right there by McDonald's.
At 75 St. Alphonius Street.
No idea what I've never heard of that before in my life.
Packages are regularly delivered to the 269 apartment located in the building, but on Wednesday morning, the 138 packages delivered to the high-rise were reported stolen. You got to be bold and assholey.
And
nobody
saw you steal all of them packages?
Golly. Was it delivery man? What he did?
I know.
How do you get out of 138 packages? Police said they were looking for 3 possible suspects who were recorded on video assessing a storage room in the apartment building on Tuesday evening. One of the suspects, police said, used an iPad to open a control panel. Okay, hacker.
Get it.
An officer did observe a male open the control panel and then access the room. In the video footage, that the male and 2 others can be seen entering and retrieving packages. Due to this door being open, other tenants could be seen taking packages from the storage land. So the tenants got on the thievery of other tenants' packages?
That's awful.
That's not nice.
But at one time at my building, they delivered a package for me, and then, or they came to deliver the package for me, and then I wasn't there, so they went to take it to the UPS access point up the street. Somebody from the building went and claimed my package.
That's rude.
That is rude.
Let's go to the story.
Took my sticker.
Very rude.
It sure is. Boston police detectives spent the entire afternoon on scene here investigating this case. The actual number of missing packages is 138.
What?
And police say all of those missing packages disappeared from a locked storage unit right here inside this apartment building. Now, police say surveillance video shows 3 suspects gaining access to that locked area with an iPad and then taking away all of those packages. At the high-rise apartments at 75 St. Alphonsus Street, Boston, packages are regularly delivered to the 269 apartments here. But Wednesday morning, 138 packages delivered to the apartment building were reported stolen to Boston police. Boston police detectives now on scene conducting an investigation. According to a Boston police report, 3 suspects were recorded on video accessing a storage room in the apartment building on Tuesday. One of the suspects, Boston police say, used an iPad to open a control panel. The report goes on to say, quote, officer did observe a male open the control panel and then access the room. In the video footage, that male and 2 others can be seen entering and retrieving packages. Due to this door being opened, other tenants could be seen taking packages from the storage unit. According to the report, a building manager told police 138 packages were delivered on Tuesday, and on Wednesday morning, none of the 138 packages was inside the storage room.
I did file a complaint and they're looking into it.
Resident Jana Varghese tells me she lost a package here a week ago, and she reported the theft to Boston police. Video surveillance, she said, reveals a hooded person walking out of the storage unit with her package, which contained a gift for a friend. She is frustrated as she hears about this latest theft.
If I'm paying that amount of rent, I want the things that I own to be safe as well.
Another resident who wouldn't give us his name said one of his packages containing clothes he ordered from China also recently disappeared. He thinks building management is not doing enough to keep the packages safe. Do you trust them here?
To be honest, no comments on that.
No comments.
So clearly a lot of frustration here. Boston police say all 3 of the suspects are men. Now, coming up next hour, I'll show you the app that residents here use to gain access to that locked storage area.
Maybe that's el problemo.
Right. So so the residents have access to the storage area, right?
Yes.
So the person who used the iPad, I don't know. And then he just left it open, so people were going in. So were people stealing packages, or were they just going in and claiming their own packages?
They said it's they're missing. So it looks like if you had your package in there, you took it, but for the most part, they took all the packages.
That's wild.
So why won't y'all just not give them access to the storage unless somebody from the building facility, you make an appointment, or there's somebody there from a certain amount of hours that will open the door for you so that you can get your package with an ID. I don't think something like that is that hard to accomplish unless he hacked into the system, and then there's nothing you can do about it.
That's
we're
wild,
packages.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, too cheap to have a male person. With 200 and something apartment units, and how many people live there if it's 200 and something apartments, they could definitely have a male person who is there. That's crazy.
269 apartments. That's crazy.
They need to live in a nice family apartment building like mine is now. It's so nice in my building.
And here's a feel-good story. It's an escape for me. Brockton woman launches dance studio to help young girls. Sandra Daniel dance is a way to cleanse the mind, unlike anything in this world. She says free movements give her an escape found only in the steps and stomps of the young, laughing and dancing the pain away. In today's society, young girls experience several issues, including self-esteem, body dysmorphia, depression, and keeping up with the social media fads. That sounds like an adult life. According to the CDC, about 75% of children suffer from unhealthy self-esteem. Daniel is working hard to ensure the girls of Sands Dance Studio, located in the Stacey Adams building on Dover Street, have a chance to gain a hobby and build sisterhood in the community. Girls ages 7 to 18 are open to auditioning to join the dance team. Daniel separates the girls into 3 teams by their abilities: pre-junior, junior, and varsity. The team specializes in Afro, hip-hop, and dance hall movements. Potential dancers are sent a dance to practice at home and come in to audition in person. Daniel also gives them a chance to dance freestyle. Oh, that's beautiful. Where is this? It's located where? In Brockton. This is dope. I think I met her. Why do I feel like I met her? The goal is for the team to travel around the world, teach the youth how to dance, and continue influencing the next generation to follow their passions, Daniel said. So good for them.
That's awesome.
I love it. I love it. There obviously needs to be a lot more things for these kids to do. Speaking of things for kids to do, another feel-good story. The Mattapan Patriots have gained all of the financial needs they are to get the 14U team over to Florida. They raised about $55,000 in about a week.
Yeah.
So those babies will have a chance, and most of them, like I was reading some of the articles, some of them ain't never been on a plane. Some of them ain't never been out of Boston. So this is going to be a really, really big deal for 14-year-olds that are about to go into high school. A really great experience for them. So shout out to everybody that contributed. Shout out to the Mattapan Patriots. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
Y'all go. Good luck. Best of luck to them.
I believe that the Dorchester Eagles, I think it is, might have a fundraiser too, because they qualified to go to a mini Super Bowl or something like that. I will find the article on that. So if you guys are looking, Tuesday was Giving Tuesday. If you're still in a giving mood before before Christmas, please go ahead and support them. Is it the Dorchester Eagles? Yeah. Yep, the Dorchester Eagles do have a GoFundMe right now, so that if you do want to support them in any type of way, you can go over there and donate a little money, a little monies to the cheering them. To the babies. With that said, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. National and world news is up next on Saucy and Friends in the Morning.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license regardless of your immigration status? To get help with your application, a list of all required documents, and nearby appointment scheduling, visit mass.gov/WFMA. Your license is your way forward, so why not get started today? Register now at mass.gov/WFMA or call 857-368-WFMA.
Boston Seaport neighborhood has transformed into the Snowport, a fantastical winter wonderland for good times, including gifts, games, art, food, and special events. The holiday market is open 7 days a week through December 31st, where you can shop at 100 plus retail stores and enjoy a meal at one of the delicious restaurants. Follow at Seaport Boston and visit bostonseaport.xyz/snowport for more information.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Moonbox Productions is thrilled to present Legally Blonde, the musical. Perky sorority girl Elle Woods follows her ex-boyfriend to Harvard Law School, where she discovers she's not just pretty, but pretty brilliant and pretty powerful. Opening on December 8th and running through December 31st at the Boston Center for the Arts, Roberts Theater is located at 527 Tremont Street. Tickets are available at bostontheaterscene.com. Tickets range from $45 to $65, and pay what you wish options are available at the box office.
Want to give your baby a head start? Get the best protection against flu and COVID-19. Because their immune system isn't fully developed at birth, babies need additional protection. When you get vaccinated while pregnant, it can keep you and your baby from getting sick. As they get older, this can result in more time in school and daycare for them, and more productive time at work for you. Vaccines are safe and effective for children as they grow. No matter where you are on your pregnancy journey, Flu and COVID vaccines can boost your and your baby's natural defenses and protect your family. Stay up to date with your vaccines. Stay healthy. Talk with your trusted healthcare provider today. Brought to you by the Boston Public Health.
It's Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve. It's massive.
Let's start with the big question.
The all-new Spark FM.
Ooh, something's wrong with Santa. I think he's had a bit too much eggnog.
Merry Christmas!
You are now listening to Spark.
Ghetto superstar, that is what you are. Coming from afar, reaching for the stars. Run away with me to another place. We can rely on each other. From one corner to another. Yeah.
You don't stop, yo. Being a senator.
That's all I know, being a senator.
Yeah. Oh, he said being a set it off. I said being and set it off.
Being a senator.
I thought he said being and set it off.
Ghetto superstar.
Nah, I said being and set it off.
I thought he said being a senator. Because he was dressed in a suit.
Oh. Senator suit.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know I don't know the word, so I'm not in this debate. I just sing what I feel.
That's crazy if he said being a senator.
Because how he was a senator? ODB is a senator. That'd be
Wasn't
funny.
it from a movie?
Ghetto superstar lyrics.
Yeah, I have it right here, but I don't even see that. Ghetto superstar. This is what you are.
Sorry, everybody, while we're going through this.
I don't even see that.
And maybe the words that we're singing have never been the words.
My eyes is sore. Being a senator.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I told you.
Wow.
I knew it.
What that mean though?
I knew it because I
don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought it was set it off.
What is my eyes are sore?
Hitting
Being a
truth
senator
to the
behind the
seafloor.
closed doors, hitting truth to the seafloor. The
rich
go
go
north,
north.
ignore the tug of war, and the kids are poor, even new in the drugstore.
Oh, he was.
I feel like this is where it first starts. So what is all that other stuff up top there?
Yeah, because that line, it's y'all went to the second verse.
Oh, we went to the second verse. We got to start at the first verse.
Just not even the second.
Oh, it was on the soundtrack of Senator Bulworth.
Yes, I remember that movie.
Bulworth.
Yeah, I knew it was.
What is that?
Movie. It was a movie, Bulworth. It was
about a senator.
What's her name?
Oh,
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
No, that was Balls.
Wasn't Halle?
That was Monster Ball.
Monsters Ball.
Wasn't Halle Berry in Bulworth?
No, she
was she
in Woolworth or Bulworth?
Bulworth. It's a 1998 film.
Yeah, Halle Berry
American
was in
political satire, black comedy film, co-written, co-produced, directed,
with Chris
starring
Rock?
Warren Beatty.
No.
Warren Beatty was Dick
Beatty,
Tracy.
Halle Berry, Don Cheadle.
Yes.
Oh, and Don Cheadle.
It was with Dick Tracy.
Dick Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
A suicidally delusional liberal politician puts a contract out on himself and takes the opportunity to be bluntly honest with his voters by affecting them.
Oh,
that's what it was about.
That's nice.
By affecting, I don't know what it is. But yes, that was that movie. I remember that movie. I don't remember that movie. I remember the movie. Is Warren Beatty still alive?
I don't know.
He's old.
Time for our national news.
Time for our national news. And speaking who's not alive, Henry Kissinger died yesterday at 100 years old. Henry Kissinger, of course, was the, who was he?
Henry Kissinger. He was that same guy from over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, look at the picture of him. He looked like the little old man from the movie Up with the balloons. Look at him. Him so cute. Henry Kissinger. Global leaders paid tribute to former U.S. Secretary of State Henry Kissinger on Thursday, but there was also sharp criticism of the man who remained an influential figure decades after his official service as one of the most powerful diplomats in American history. Kissinger, who died Wednesday at 100 years old, drew praise as a skilled defender of the U.S. interest. On social media, though, he was widely called a war criminal who left lasting damage throughout the world. America has lost one of the most dependable and distinctive voices on Foreign Affairs said former President George W. Bush, striking a tone shared by many high-level officials past and present. I have long admired the man who fled the Nazis as a young boy from a Jewish family, then fought them in the United States Army, Bush said in a statement. When he later became Secretary of State, his appointment as a former refugee said as much about his greatness as it did about America's greatness. Kissinger served two presidents, Richard Nixon and Gerald Ford, and dominated foreign policy as the United States withdrew from Vietnam and established ties with China. Henry Kissinger died 100 years old yesterday. This story right here is so crazy. Fort Worth City Council approves a $3.5 million settlement for Tatiana Jefferson's nephew. Do you remember that story?
No,
she was
isn't that
babysitting the nephew when the police came into the apartment and they killed her.
Oh yes.
So the Fort Worth City Council unanimously voted Tuesday to settle a lawsuit brought by the family of Tatiana Jefferson. In 2019, former Fort Worth police officer Aaron Dean shot and killed Jefferson inside her mother's home while she was babysitting her young nephew Zion Carr. The council agreed to pay $3.5 million to the baby, who was 8 years old on the night of the shooting. It does feel short. It's not enough, but it is the right gesture on behalf of the city of Fort Worth, said Mayor Maddie Parker. Do you have the story?
Yes.
Okay. Carr was 11 years old when he
then
testified.
Fort Worth police officer Aaron Dean while babysitting her young nephew. Today, the city of Fort Worth approved a settlement that would support her nephew in his expenses. Fox 4's Deanne Anglin is here with that. Deanne.
Well, it is said to have taken roughly 4 years, but the family and the city, we are told, worked feverishly to arrive at this mutually acceptable settlement.
It does feel short, right? It's not enough, but it is the right gesture on behalf of the city of Fort Worth.
A unanimous city council approval to pay $3.5 million to Zion Carr. He is Tatiana Jefferson's young nephew, whom she was babysitting the night former officer Aaron Dean fired a shot through their backyard window, killing Jefferson. Zion was 11 years old when he testified at Dean's trial in 2022. Dean was convicted of manslaughter and is now serving a sentence of roughly 12 years.
I stood here 4 years ago seeking transparency, justice, and accountability. Today, you guys are taking that leap towards accountability.
James Smith is the neighbor who made the non-emergency call for a welfare check because of an open front door at Jefferson's home. Within his remarks, he punctuates how the family, since the fatal shooting, has suffered multiple losses, including the death of Zion's mother and grandmother.
I'm not here primarily because of me. I'm here because Yolanda Carr can't be here. Tatiana's not here. Amber's not here. Tatiana's father's not here. So I'm representing them.
The settlement breakdown includes an initial lump sum payment. Also, when Zion is between 18 and 25 years old, there will be money for undergraduate college and grad school if he chooses to attend. From age 26 until he is 40 years old, the monthly payment amounts increase, as do subsequent annual lump sum payments. City attorneys point out the structured plan could actually double today's value of $3.5 million.
That if that amount annuitizes and is paid out as we expect it to be, it could result in actual payment amount valued at $6 million.
Wow. I, for one, am excited about this opportunity to make sure that he can go to college and do things that his mother and his aunt wanted him to do as they was raising him.
I'm confident that this is more than about money. This is about a support system and a network in a city that wants to show our love and support to a young man that absolutely deserves it.
The settlement is not about justice. The settlement is about making sure Zion is taken care of. They've done that.
Now, Zion's aunt, Ashley Carr, is raising him. She was not present today. We should point out that there is still pending litigation that is currently playing out, and that is with reference to a separate settlement to be awarded to the estate of Tatiana Jefferson. That's a
wow.
What a story.
Well, I don't know.
That's so bittersweet.
Yeah.
Well, Who is taking care of that baby? Well, I mean, he's with his aunt.
That neighbor must live with that guilt every day, huh?
Right, a non-emergency
Yeah.
call. Yeah, that's
resulted in a mess like this.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
I hope that whoever is his aunt that's taking care of him knows how to handle that money. And then I was just wondering too, what if he decides not to go to college? What does that mean?
So that's always my thing too. I'm assuming that if he doesn't decide to go to college, they can restructure it into maybe a trade or something like that. Because I always get a little when people be like, oh, it's for his college fund and for graduate school. First of all, who said he wanted to go to college?
Yeah.
And second of all, who said he wanted to go to graduate school?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, in the way that they said, the way that they structured, it'll actually be $6 million something that he actually gets paid out. That's good. How good of that town or city that they've come together to try to take care of him like that. That's awesome. DeSantis knocks Trump over BLM leader's endorsement and says it makes perfect sense. So there is a Black Lives Matter leader that is endorsing Trump?
Yes.
Oh.
Huh?
Republican presidential candidate Ron DeSantis knocked former President Trump after he earned an endorsement from Black Lives Matter activist Mark Fisher. BLM praising Donald Trump and Trump celebrating it makes perfect sense, DeSantis posted on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter. The Florida governor was responding to a post from the former president and Republican frontrunner that said he was honored to receive Fisher and the group's support. In his post, Trump claimed he did more for black people than any other president, with Lincoln in parentheses with a question mark. Fisher, the senior director of BLM in Rhode Island, endorsed Trump on Tuesday because he thinks everybody else sucks. I like Trump, personally, and I think right now who we have sitting in the Oval Office is a deep disappointment, Fisher said in an interview posted online. DeSantis took to X to post Trump's remarks, saying he took actions as governor and called up the National Guard during the national 2020 BLM movement. Well, when BLM was burning down cities and assaulting police officers in cities across the country, Trump did nothing but sit in the White House tweeting law and order. We did it differently in Florida. I didn't just tweet, DeSantis post said.
So, local BLM and group says Fisher was not a co-founder. So Fisher, the guy who endorsed him, is going around telling people that he was a co-founder, and they're saying that he's not a co-founder. Absolutely not. He was a respected advocate for BLM. That's it. And he was paid, and somewhere he got fired and demoted. Currently, there's no Rhode Island-based Black Lives Matter group in the IRS nonprofit database with Fisher listed. However, Fisher was listed as a director in BLM's Rhode Island's Articles of Incorporation with the state in 2020. A 2022 annual report shows his name was removed that year. In late October, Fisher posted online an updated photo of himself within a group of people wearing BLM RI or Rhode Island t-shirts. Dantzler is shown at the far left of the image. Dantzler not the immediate comment in the picture. I would like to understand why somebody that is, even if you don't like Biden,
anybody else,
why would you sit there and actually endorse Donald Trump?
Yep.
And that sounds that BLM needs to get it together.
Yeah.
Because you cannot have BLM leaders endorsing someone like Donald Trump, who incited that when they start looting, we start shooting. Because they shooting us, not nobody else. He sound like Mark Fisher got to go sit down.
They said he ain't a part of the thing.
He's not a part of BLM anymore?
He's not a part of BLM, but they're still associating him with BLM,
right.
which
his name
is
still
crazy.
Tied to it.
Yeah. He's using them for clout, though. He's using that name for clout.
Yep. And so is Trump. And Trump is going to do that.
Yep. So. And that's why I'm glad that DeSantis called him out, but DeSantis need them two right there are clowns.
Yeah.
Between Trump, I don't understand why one of them just don't make the other one their vice president.
Oh, God.
And then y'all could sit there and rule the world together.
Because that's exactly what would happen.
Yep.
And imagine that.
They would be fighting and doing foolishness at the same, just pressing all kind of nuclear buttons.
But they would sell America to hell in a handbasket. Those two together.
Let's listen to what he got to say, because I'm interested in seeing what he got to say so I can be more mad.
Yes.
All right, here goes again.
The ghetto superstar.
Trump, he's the opposite. He's going to tell you how it is. He's going to give it to you straight.
Sound like
We've been used and abused for so long at that party. They don't, we've been used and abused for so long.
1 second.
Years of racist policies, watch.
We've been used and abused for so long at that party. They don't value our vote. Their policies are basically racist policies. And I believe it's a racist party. Donald Trump he's the opposite. He's going to tell you how it is. He's going to give it to you straight. Trump has done more for the black community than any president I can think of in my lifetime.
And he's not alone in his criticism. President Biden faces dismal approval numbers among black voters in key swing states. Joining us now, the co-founder of Black Lives Matter Rhode Island, Mark Fisher. Mark, thanks so much for joining the program. This is my favorite story of the day because it identifies with what I've seen in the barbershop. All the brothers, for some reason right now, are turning tides right now. And I just wonder, what is the big reason?
I think personally it's the duplicity of the Democrats. The hypocrisy. We're not stupid. The brothers are not stupid. We understand when someone's for us and when someone is not. And it's obvious that the Democratic Party is not for us.
When is this interview from?
Their policies actually strike at the heart of the black family and the nuclear family.
Yeah, so, you were a part of Black Lives Matter. You founded it there. And now you're saying, you're not saying the entire Republican Party, you're saying Donald Trump. So what is it about Donald Trump? Is it the economics? You noted the black family. What is it going to take for him to shore up this support amongst black voters?
Well, I just think that it's going to take information. A lot of people are misinformed. They don't really understand because they don't educate themselves on Donald Trump as a person and his history.
Okay.
When people feel like a lot of people don't educate themselves on who Donald Trump is, did you?
Right.
Did you educate yourself on who Donald Trump is? You on the national TV and you telling people that they need to research Donald Trump and we will find that we love him?
I don't understand, but I was asking, when is this interview from? Because he is identifying himself as being a founder of BLM.
Well, he's still identifying, but BLM corporate is saying nah.
He ain't.
I'm just like I'm not. The Republican Party. I just want people to understand that even when we think that the Democratic Party is not for us, the Republican Party is very much absolutely not for us. Like, if we're confused about the Democrats, we should not be confused about where the Republicans stand when it comes to black people. I just be confused because I be thinking that maybe my reading comprehension is not well because I don't know.
Our little comment section is blowing up over here over this story. That's
What's it
crazy.
saying?
The BLM says that black little man is full of ish. Larry Jordan says it's a script. Nafa said, why do some black men believe that nonsense? What did Trump do? Janet, I can't with the orange man lovers. He did reference the brothers, and somebody's like, the brothers, trash. What did he do for black families? I mean, I get what he's saying, but Donald Trump is not the person. That's from Pastor Troy. I'm over it.
And that's another thing. Thank you for that, Pastor Troy, because of all the people in the Republican Party, you're gonna pick Donald Trump to be the one that you believe in?
Yeah. It's wild.
What I think that they are not very well at vocalizing is what they appreciate from Donald Trump is
the stimulus checks.
And that was not had anything to do with Donald Trump.
I think they appreciate his line and his transparency that he tries to give.
The thing, okay, so this is it, right? I get that. Like, he tells it how it is, but he usually tells a lie. So I'm not really sure if he's telling it what it is. Like, he just says whatever he wants to say. So you know that he's going to say something, but that something is often 96% of the time a lie. So Donald is Trump. He really telling it like it is?
And he's so pompous and arrogant.
Of all the presidents in the world, I am the most best one.
I said I think that's what they like about him.
Like he's outrageous.
But they be like, no, he tells it. He keeps it real. He says real words, but he's not keeping it real.
He is a pathological liar that literally believes his lies.
Yeah.
And just says it with a straight face, like, the sky is green.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And if all the presidents
believes in himself so much, that's why the people believe
so
in
that
him.
is almost commendable in that way, because they talk about, like we're in this world right now. They talk about manifesting in the universe, and what you say is true, and you have to believe what you say. You have to be a dreamer. He literally says all the things, and he believes it. So that's the only thing that I commend about him is that you really believe the bullshit.
He stands on business. He stands on business. He stands on business.
That he does. and if Mark Fisher had said, you know what I like about Donald Trump is he stands on business,
right?
I would have been like, you got that, but now you just sound like a stupid idiot, and I don't trust you.
Right. You sound like a nigga. And let's just keep it real. That's what he sounds like. Elon Musk tells Rips Iger ex advertisers and says, "Go F yourself." Well, he has a messenger. Elon Musk has a message for Disney CEO Bob Iger and all other advertisers fleeing his social media platform. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. And
There's no door, Elon.
And go screw yourselves while you're at it. The owner of X was talking shop on CNBC on the heels of his recent Israel visit and in the wake of anti-Semitism allegations, and he fired away about the exodus of corporations cutting ties with him. Check it out. He says he eventually hopes they stop advertising permanently, and then dropped a very clear "Go F yourself" proclamation to everybody who's jumping ship.
He's not 2 years old. He's not 2 years. If y'all think about
a tantrum,
if you guys think about how toddlers act, when they don't know what to do and they sleepy or they irritated or whatever, it's just random. It's random. It's random things. I want to go to Israel and F yourself.
F yourself.
And F yourself on my platform.
They said you can tell that the show host was shocked
this had been said online. There was all of the criticism. There was advertisers leaving. We talked to Bob Iger today.
I hope they stop.
You hope?
Don't advertise.
You don't want them to advertise?
No.
What do you mean?
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go fuck yourself.
Oh.
Beep.
But the host is
go fuck yourself.
Beep. Beep.
Is that clear? I hope it is. Hey, Bob, if you're in the audience.
Well, let me ask you then.
That's how I feel. Don't advertise.
Well, I don't know how you feel. Let me ask you what?
Like when these guys try to talk to a girl and she don't want to talk to them. Like, oh!
Ugly bitch. Y'all don't think he got Tourette's?
He's got.
He has Asperger's though, right?
He does have. He is on the spectrum.
Yeah,
he definitely is. Like that's not a.
And it looks like a little. Every time he talked, he would have to. He'd have to fling his head. He'd have to shift his brain. Yes, and it was glitching. Because that's what it looked like. It looked like the AI was trying to compute what to say, so it had to. And then it would say it.
And it got stuck, and it kept saying it.
You know what, Tony? You know what the frig you're saying?
Yes.
He is 100% AI.
Yes, he's not real.
Has anybody ever tested Elon Musk, like his blood, or anybody ever seen him bleed or
there
anything?
is no reason why his children's names are computer code. He is
You're right.
AI.
You know what? You solved it.
I did.
Because I believe it.
Give me my money.
And yep, absolutely. Who else we say is AI to? Somebody who's mad perfect.
I don't know.
James Lambert.
Oh yeah, he's definitely AI. Definitely AI.
He ain't real. He's not real. He's like the lady that was on the plane was like, that mother effer is not real. That's James Lambert. Not real. Not at all. I don't believe it. I don't believe in you at all.
Man, it's too fine, boy. I tell you.
In all, you tall, dark, and handsome.
With a little salt and pepper.
And a little salt and pepper.
And you speak well.
And you smell good.
And you got nice teeth.
And you're sociable. And not corny. You're not corny.
Nope.
No. I don't believe that.
Terrible.
I don't believe him at all.
Terrible.
No.
I got catfished by him before.
I got catfish. He catfished all of us. He sat here and catfished us. He ain't real.
It's AI.
AI. Angel Reese is to return for LSU after 4-game absence. Where Angel Reese been at?
Oh, so she's been suspended.
She was suspended?
Yeah.
Oh. LSU star forward Angel Reese, who has missed 4 games for undisclosed reasons. She wasn't suspended. She was just out. Is rejoining the 7th-ranked Tigers in advance of their matchup with number 9 Virginia Tech on Thursday night. LSU coach Kim Mulkey got straight to the point during a news conference on Wednesday. Angels back. You ever see the way Kim Mulkey be dressed at the games? Y'all got
Sexy.
to see
She be on
Kim
it.
Mulkey be having on her blazers and things.
And it's not even. It is like bad bitch coach.
Yes, like, do you know who I am?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
It's a boost having her back. Mulkey said of Reese, the most outstanding player of the 2023 NCAA tournament. She's a tremendous player, one of the best in the country. She gives us a good matchup with Elizabeth Kitley, but it's not just for this game, it's for the rest of the season. Reese was benched.
How much does that kind of prolong that process?
That's her.
Angel figuring out stuff.
We can keep on going.
So she's back. She was benched for the second half of LSU's 4th game of the season against Kent State. She did not travel with the Tigers to the Cayman Islands over the Thanksgiving break to participate in the Cayman Islands Classic, but she is back tonight. Very good. Angel Reese. Who she was dating who? One of them rappers. Mm-hmm. A judge denies former Georgia DA's bid to drop charges in the Ahmaud Arbery case.
Nope.
Drop the charges.
Charges what?
What do you even mean by saying that?
Ain't they all got life in prison?
Life plus.
Yeah.
Life plus. A Georgia judge has refused to dismiss charges of misconduct against a former prosecutor who was accused of hampering the investigation into the Ahmaud Arbery case. In a one-page ruling, senior judge Junior John R. Turner announced his decision after former District Attorney Jackie Johnson filed a motion arguing the case against her lacks evidence and should be dismissed. But no, you dismiss it. Whatever.
No, don't dismiss it.
Denies the former GA's judges to drop the charges. No, you cannot drop the charges.
Mm-hmm.
Get the hell out of here with that BS. A woman falls 48 feet to her death down a well shaft hidden below. Check the well in the backyard.
Okay. I kept this story in there because we just talked about this. What is it now we not checking the wells for?
I don't know.
Does everybody got a well behind their house?
Why do they have a well behind their house? Maybe because I was talking to my friend the other day and she was like, "Oh, we're changing from well water to regular water," and I was like, "You got a well?
Like a reservoir?
Go check the well, see if there's anybody."
That lady was 83 years old.
She was 83 and fell down the well?
No, damn. She fell through the rotting floorboards in the century-old South Carolina house and down a well shaft that the owner didn't know was there. God damn.
48 feet. That's a long way.
That's very... Wow.
She was helping her daughter pack up and move, and then when she fell down in the well.
She shouldn't have been helping her daughter do anything at 83 years old.
83
Sitting
years old,
down and
helping her
directing.
move?
Just sit down,
Maybe
man.
she was young and fit and healthy. That is awful. Do they have a picture of her? Anyways, they declared the death an accident. They had never seen a death like this in the 31 years in that town.
How they get out?
Huh?
How they get out?
They had to go.
Did somebody get to go in down there and get her and hook it up? Because how they was gonna hook her clothes?
Remember the little white girl that was real famous for falling down in the well, and they took all those hours and hours and hours to get her out?
Remember that.
What happened to her? What was her name? That was a big story.
Yeah.
That was in the early 2000s.
Who's that? Elian Gonzalez?
No, it wasn't. Elian Gonzalez came over on the little raft from Cuba.
What happened to that story? What was that?
I think they put him back on a raft to send him back to Cuba, but I think he got some money. But what happened to that little girl? Look her up because what was her? She wasn't Molly Bish. That was a pretty famous. Oh, Jessica. Her name was Jessica something.
Larry said, "Where's she bedpan?"
Old timey houses still have caps on the property for oil reserve outhouses. Yeah, what was the name of that little girl?
I don't know.
Tell us about her. And then a 19-year-old accused of killing his girlfriend actually helped the family search for her.
They should castrate him.
They should chop off his head, but not all the way. You know what I mean?
Half a head.
Yeah, just chop him off. Ariel Cruz, 19, allegedly confessed to shooting his 21-year-old girl, Indiana Campos, and hiding her body in the trunk of her car. Why wasn't that weird? Why didn't search there? Hours after Houston woman's family found her body in the trunk of her car Tuesday, her boyfriend was helping them search for her. He was later charged with the murder. Ariel Cruz allegedly confessed to killing her and putting her body in her black Honda Civic. According to a bail motion, investigators said Cruz told them he shot her because she had broken up with him. They should shoot him
In the face.
In the face, but don't kill him. Just shoot him a little bit. Huh?
Baby Jessica?
Baby Jessica. It was Baby Jessica that went down in the well.
One.
I wonder where is she now? He was consoling the family during the search and helping them search. He was on the TV showing people that he was helping them search when he knows that he actually killed her and put her in her own trunk. And he needs to go to hell immediately. And a hospital worker, this is our WTF story, submitted by Uncle Grandpa. Hospital worker who had sex with more than 100 corpses over 15 years went undetected due to serious failures. I said he had sex with 100 corpses over 15 years. David Fuller is serving a life sentence after he pleaded guilty to 2 counts of murder on Wendy Nell and Carolyn Pierce in 1987. Who are they? I don't know. An electrician who had sex with more than 100 corpses over a 15-year period was able to do so without being detected due to serious failures of management, governance, regulation, and processes.
Who's gonna
and
tell?
a persistent lack of curiosity.
Who the hell was going to tell on him that he was having sex with the dead people?
When the
That's
hands that do
wild.
the fixing.
You just there? You just there. You just see the nice, sexy dead body, and you be like, "Oh, let me stick my dick in." Like, what are we doing?
How do you do it though? Isn't it cold and unresponsive and gross? David Fuller, who was later convicted of murder, finally had his necrophilia spree uncovered in 2020 when police used DNA to tie him to the 1987 slayings of 2 women. During the investigation, they also discovered millions of images of sexual abuse in his home. These images included videos of him having sex with the dead bodies of women and girls in the mortuaries at 2 hospitals where he worked in Southeast England. The offenses that David Fuller committed were truly shocking. However, the failures of management, governance, and all of those things all contributed to the creation of the environment
nobody
in which
ever
he was able
thought,
to offend.
nobody ever thinks to check on the corpses to see if they're being sexed. It wouldn't be my immediate thought. That picture of this man looked like he did it.
He's serving a life sentence.
Don't he look like the type to do this shit?
Oh, God. He's serving a life sentence with no chance of release after he pleaded guilty to 2 counts of murder. He is also serving a concurrent 12-year term after admitting to dozens of instances of effing with dead
All
people.
the little white men with these little glasses and this little piece of hair sticking up in the back there, they all do some type of cannibalism, sexism, or something. You see this one piece of hair back here? They all got that. If you look at serial killers, they all
BTK
got
BTK killer look like that.
Yeah.
Fuller committed 140 violations against the bodies of at least 101 girls and women, with the youngest being aged 9 and the oldest being 100. Between 2005 and 2020, the inquiry found each instance had time-stamped photographic or video evidence.
Oh, so he was getting off but watching himself have sex with the corpses?
And then saved videos or pictures for his spank bank for later. The case prosecutor said the level of necrophilia had never been seen on that scale before in a British country. And an inquiry was launched to find out how Fuller was able to get away with it for so long and to prevent such abuse from ever happening again.
Larry said the man are jealous.
He's well, by definition.
Y'all don't take nothing seriously.
By definition.
And that's why I don't like Boston, because this is a serious accusation.
He was brazen in committing his crimes, taking risks during work hours when other employees were in the mortuary. The inquiry said that it did not determine how he became able to carry out the abuse during working hours without being caught. The electrician, who would occasionally have to perform maintenance on the refrigeration systems in the mortuary, routinely entered the department as many as 444 times in 1 year without being properly questioned. This is not solely the story of a rogue electrical maintenance supervisor. David Fuller's victims and their relatives were repeatedly let down by those at all level whose job it was to protect and care for them.
Yeah.
I mean,
go ahead, ask the question, because I feel like you got a good question. Is it a crime?
One widower says memories of his wife are sustained with the thoughts of what Fuller did to her body after her death.
Now that's effed up.
That's crazy. And
That's
he couldn't
effed up.
bring himself to tell his family members about it. The impact on my family has been non-existent because they don't know.
Because that's technically rape.
He was raping my dead wife.
Yes, he was raping my dead wife. And probably my dead children, because they said women and girls.
From 9 years old to 100 is what he was doing. There were no men.
144 nuts on the wall. Take one down.
But he didn't do any men, so that's. I mean, because he would have to bend the men over.
All right, so we are not going to go to I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We can go straight into the.
I don't know.
Oh, I am famboozled. What was the word we got yesterday?
Flubjoyed or something. Fluzened. Fluconazole.
It's not flu. It's fumbled. I don't know. It was a word that we used yesterday that was
very
bewildered.
Bewildered.
Yeah.
Bamboozled and hoodwinked.
That's it. That's all I've got.
Because people is crazy. You know, like we got to, we keep saying it here and I keep announcing it and repeating it because I want you guys to prepare for the coming of Jesus.
Oh.
Yes. I want you guys to prepare for him because he's coming soon. Because when we are reading stories about a man having sex with 144 corpse between the age of 9 and 100, you really got to think about it.
What's the name of the guy? Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yes.
I don't know.
They must have been the same family.
They look alike.
But Jeffrey Dahmer was just killing the people. He wasn't having sex with them after he killed them, did he?
Yes, he was. He was having sex with them, putting them in the refrigerator and eating them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing. He was doing all of the things. He was doing he was getting them from the rooter to the tutor, from alive to unalive. He was doing it all. Flamoid. Flamoxoid.
No.
Flamox.
Flamox. That's it.
See,
that was Flamox.
This is bewildered, behoovered, all of the things.
Yes. But when I looked up adjectives for bewilderment, Flamox did not come up.
Because that's a good word. It's not there. You got to do it from the opposite way. It's not one of those that's come
you
up.
Look like
Flamox.
Who else got me Flamox all the time is this goddamn Tyrese. They're going to have to put Tyrese,
Tyrese gotta go
in a little facility.
Yeah.
So Tyrese accuses Teddy Pendergrass's widow of harming his reputation by shopping derailed biopic around Hollywood.
Yeah,
we talked about this before.
Yeah.
And we actually know Teddy Pendergrass's widow widow.
Yeah.
And this is dead ass wrong. This is dead wrong. This is horrible. And this is all of the things because Tyrese got to leave everybody alone.
What is his problem?
He's disturbed. He's a disturbed individual.
He thinks he's Kanye.
Tyrese Bax is hitting back at Teddy Pendergrass's widow yet again, accuses her of harming his reputation by shopping a biopic about her singer-songwriter husband around town behind his back and cutting him out of the pie. You've got to be real bold and a horrible person to go after somebody's widow for you to make money.
Nobody thinks that Tyrese needs to be
committed.
Yeah, he needs to. What's the word? When they take over for your life.
Conservatorship.
Yes, he needs a conservatorship because he is not right.
In documents obtained by Radar Online, Tyrese claimed Joan Pendergrass is still promoting and shopping the project within the motion picture industry and using his name to do so despite excluding him from the biopic after 2022. Well, that doesn't make any sense, Tyrese, that she would use your name to shop it around to exclude you.
When her husband is Teddy Pendergrass.
And
why would he use your
wife.
name? What does your name have to do with Teddy Pendergrass?
And she don't want you in the damn film, so what the hell would you be doing with it? Girl, bye.
I can't stand him.
As this outline reported, Tyrese sued Joan for $1 million in damages, claiming his production company, Voltron Entertainment, secured the rights to her late husband's life story. It just doesn't even sound secured the right to her late husband's life story in 2011.
Who gave them the right?
Who gave you the right?
Right.
He said he signed off on the deal in exchange for $450,000 investment. Fast forward to 2022, the Fast X actor claimed Joan refused to sign the paperwork to extend the deal. In his latest filing dated November 28th, Tyrese said she's making representations to third parties that Mr. Gibson is attached to star in the film, which he argued damages his reputation. Oh, so she's going around you to cast people that you know, and you're mad about it because if she finds somebody better than you, then you're definitely not going to get any money. So you're really after this woman for her money. That's crazy. That is wildness. Plaintiff is further informed and believes and is based thereon alleges that Joan is falsely holding herself out as still working with Voltron and Mr. Gibson for her own and the estate's whatever. Tyrese is wrong. I don't care. And that's all I got to say. And I'm against him. Stupid.
Tyrese just needs to go sit down and recalibrate. Like, shut up. Go.
In a very shocking situation, though, C. Murder's conviction upheld in a federal court.
Shocking?
It's shocking because they don't have no real witnesses or anybody.
What
Everybody
upheld mean?
They kept it. They didn't dismiss it. A federal judge has upheld the prison sentence of Corey Miller, the rapper known as C. Murder, who was convicted at first-degree murder in 2002 death of Stephen Thomas. He was sentenced to life in prison in 2009. The decision was released on November 13th and reported by The Source on November 29th. District Judge Sarah Vance's opinion ruling addresses the two witnesses to the shooting, Darnell and Kenneth Jordan, who in 2018 recanted their testimony of seeing Miller kill the 16-year-old Thomas at a Louisiana nightclub. Both men claimed that police had coerced them to identify Miller, with investigators denied. The recantations, I like it, were previously found to be suspect and not reliable by a lower state trial court in January 2019, and Vance's new ruling upheld the decision. The state trial court found contradictions and falsities in both Darnell's and Kenneth's affidavits, which led the court to conclude that the affidavits were not credible and unreliable to serve as proof of Miller's innocence. Wow.
They said that their statements were false, and they still are holding him.
So they're saying that their new recanted statements of not seeing him have too many holes in it to be upheld, to be significant evidence as to why he didn't do it. So right now they're still going to go off of their first statements saying that they did see him do it.
Wow.
So we'll keep you guys posted on this. He will be granted a hearing on his substantial claim of innocence. While I'm disappointed that Mr. Miller has yet again been denied a day in court, this ruling will be appealed. Mr. Miller also has a pending state court petition alleging factual innocence, and I am optimistic that at some point he will be granted a hearing on his substantial claim of innocence. That's crazy.
That's awful.
Young Thug's trial hit snag as jurors identified on live stream. Have you guys seen a picture of Young Thug?
No, what does he look bad?
He's about 4 times the size that he went in. So we all know that Young Thug is a very skinny guy.
Yeah.
He is no longer skinny. He is
Really?
and I don't know if it was AI or if it was confirmed, but he stood up and somebody, like the comments was like, what the hell was he eating?
Thug is pretty big.
He wasn't skinny.
He's a pretty big guy.
I feel like when I saw him in that one dress that one time, he was pretty meager.
Probably a little bigger than me.
He's skinny.
Well, Tristan, you're not big.
I don't know why Tristan
has body dysmorphia.
Like reverse body dysmorphia. It's the weirdest thing. Tristan thinks he is like 300 pounds. I don't understand what your problem is.
I was fat now, but I'm not skinny.
Let me see if I can find a picture because
Young Thug is probably like 6'2", 200 pounds.
6'2", 200 pounds.
Yes, come on.
What he's saying. How he looking today? Oh, here it is. Look at him.
He's 6'3".
Oh wow.
Look.
Let me see. Oh my gosh! So now he's busting out his little suit.
That look like me. That look like me.
Tristan, look at Jeffrey. He is he's a fat boy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's 6'3", and probably a good 250.
He about 287.
Wow.
He's eating. That's what I heard, that the prison food is not nice in there. So is the prison food yummy that I won't eat in?
Yummy prison food.
Because he's got a belly. He don't just got like shoulders and a big back. He's got a little belly tito.
So he at first they said that he was 6'3" and 140 pounds. That's what he was when he went in there. He ain't that no more.
He was now 140 pounds.
That's what it say. Oh my gosh, Lil Uzi Vert is 5'4".
Oh, that's adorable.
Yes.
I'll put him in my pocket.
Yeah.
So Judge Granville asked the media in the room to discontinue filming Detective Mark somebody's face as he testified, but said that the audio would still be allowed. Belknap is an 18-year-old veteran of the Atlanta Police Department, as well as vice president of the Georgia Gang Investigators Association. During his time on the stand, he testified that YSL was a hybrid street gang. What's a hybrid? They inside and outside?
Oh, maybe they use gas and electric.
The YSL RICO trial officially got off the ground on Monday after months of delays and over a year and a half since Thug was put behind bars, and it has been rocky from the start. According to Billboard, the room opened with Fulton County Chief Deputy District Attorney Adrian Love reading a passage from Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Book about wolf packs, then drawing the comparison to YSL, saying that Thug's gang had similarly operated as a pack.
As the Jungle Book.
As a Jungle Book.
Oh.
What is it? Pastor Troy's best favorite thing right now is do you guys know the meaning of Young Thug's name?
No. Yes.
Tell us,
I
Tristan.
have it here.
Go ahead.
Young Thug's lawyer used this in court on day one, Brian Steele.
Wait for it.
That's his lawyer. Thug stands for truly humble under God.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
He also said that the song Pushin' P stood
Pushing
for
prayer?
Pushing positivity.
Okay.
Yes.
I get it.
Yeah.
What?
I spilled my tea all over myself.
Oh.
Yo, but his lawyer...
Pushing positivity.
Yes.
He was pushing P.
I was pushing P.
Yes.
His lawyer's been going in. He also tried to get it thrown out, get a mistrial on the first day of court as well.
Because they was presenting evidence that he didn't see yet. I get it. You got to keep on them technical errors.
Keep on keeping on.
Because they could cause a mistrial.
Yes.
And that's what we want.
Right.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to free nobody that's in jail. Because
if it's a mistrial and they got to trial it all over again. So I don't know.
T.I. admits the Gucci Man truce should have happened a while ago. I didn't know that they was beefing, but that's good. A disturbing detail turns Disney classic Beauty and the Beast into a horror movie. What's the disturbing detail?
Well, they said because
Larry, go away. Go to sleep.
What did he say?
It's a tight homosexual under God. Bye.
So they said in the movie, obviously whoever wrote it, it's a Reddit post that these people changed into an article. So obviously who wrote it was definitely high at the time that they watched Beauty and the Beast. But they were just saying how like that scene where all the dishes and stuff are singing, it's a horror movie because the dishes are like turning back into lifelike things, but they don't have no faces or nothing. So that could be a horror movie because imagine if you had a horror movie where things were singing, but they didn't have no faces and all they could do was make noise.
Oh, I thought they was gonna say like the Beast was real or something like that, and killing people.
I don't know, but have y'all ever seen those posts about how like things in Disney movies are sexy?
Yeah,
and there's like a penis in the Beast's face or something like that. All kinds of things. But this person that wrote this article was definitely, obviously, very high.
Aretha Franklin's son awarded real estate thanks to a 2014 will found in between her couch cushions.
Remember they couldn't find her will, so they weren't trying
but
to
I thought that they found this will and then they were like, nah, it's not good enough. So they declared it a living testimony.
Well, now, I don't know, but now they saying like, yep, it's legit. We gonna use it.
Aretha's son.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's why everybody, if you got a little asset or something like that, go get your estate planning in order and make sure that a lawyer signs off of it. So that if anything in an untimely passing, which is really kind of nothing's untimely, and not a surprise anymore because terrible. And then last but not least, Keke Palmer's Soul Train Awards performance is a lesson in graceful revenge. Graceful revenge. Keke Palmer probably wasn't trying to get back at her ex when she hosted and performed at the 2023 BET Soul Train Awards on Sunday, but I can't imagine him not feeling the sting after watching it. Folks were curious if the singer-actor would address the social media chatter around the name when she announced as host just days after filing a restraining order against Darius Jackson and receiving temporary full custody of their son, Leonidas. In true Kiki fashion, she looked good, brought plenty of laughs, and had a tongue-in-cheek approach to addressing some of the drama, playing on the viral leaked phone call in which her mom cussed out Jackson. In one bit, Sharon Palmer playfully goes off on Kiki, saying that she needs to leave work and come get her kid. Kiki got on a more serious note, however, when she performed her song Ungorgeous, though she didn't specifically address what she went through in her previous relationship. This song was a heartfelt testament to the experience of someone who's appreciated and belittled by their partner, and what it takes to remind themselves that they're enough. Good for Kiki Palmer. Good for her. Really excited that she is not letting this stop her in all that she does. And that is our show for today. And some community announcements for those of us who are still mourning and who are mourning the loss of Daniel Gaskin, the Bandit. His funeral arrangements and his ceremony will be at St. Catherine's Drixel, and that's at 517 Blue Hill Avenue in Boston, Mass.
When?
This will be on Tuesday, December 5th from 11 to 12, and the wake and funeral mass will be from 12 to 1. So again, this is Tuesday, December 5th, and we're going to post this on our social media pages at 517 Blue Hill Ave. 11 to 12 is the wake, and 12 to 1 is the funeral mass. We'll let you guys know where you can send any gifts of condolences and any of that to the family as we get closer to that day. So just wanted to let you guys know. Let sure you let a friend know if they have not heard about those plans already. With that said, we're going to slide on over to the side. Bobby Steels is up next, and we will see you later. And this picture disturbs me. Hey, yeah, yeah. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license regardless of your immigration status? To get help with your application, a list of all required documents, and nearby appointment scheduling, visit mass.gov/WFMA. Your license is your way forward, so why not get started today? Register now at mass.gov/WFMA or call 857-368-WFMA.
Often I hear people talking about how high their electricity bills are. Massachusetts has programs that everyday homeowners pay for, but never look into. Have you ever considered why some homes have panels and others don't? If you have Eversource, National Grid, or Unitil for electricity, you are paying for your neighbors to get panels at no cost. The charges are on the bill. Why not get someone to pay for yours? This program also helps with re-roofing, tree cutting, and electrical upgrades. If you're tired of short-term solutions,